Hey, welcome back to the channel, and today we have a special guest, Mr. Neal. He's bringing us what year is this?
14.
A 2014 Toyota 4Runner. And what are we doing to this thing today?
We're cutting metal, which is the best thing to do on a new truck.
Absolutely. So he is going to hide away in the corner while we cut his cab mounts. Basically, he's got the same problem that I have with my Tacoma. We put some 285, what do you got here, 70s, and it rubs a lot.
Yep.
So we're going to take care of that today. We're not going to talk too much about it. We're just going to go ahead and get at it. So I want to bring you over to the side, and we're going to show you exactly what we're going to do. And you're going to see it. And then he's going to be driving around with nice, new, painted, no rubbing body mounts. All right, we're over here on the passenger side, and this is what we're trying to do. See this right here? Yeah, that's rubber. And that rubber is from his tire. And we're gonna get rid of that. So we're gonna, already made my mark, so we put about 3 inches from the side of the frame. And then we're gonna go up here and go all the way to the mount itself. Try not to burn the mount. And then we're gonna cut all the way over there, cut as much off as we can. And then we're gonna go over to the scrap pile and actually cut off a piece and weld that in. And then we're gonna try to save some of the plastic to where we can just kind of lean it over. I cut mine, we're gonna try to save it to make it look at least a little bit better. But anyway, so that is pretty much what it is. We're gonna throw some sparks, and then once we get done, we're gonna show you how it looks and a couple other tips and tricks on how to make it to where it does not rust, because rust is not our friend. This isn't a Jeep, it's a Toyota. It's not supposed to rust unless you're a second gen Tacoma, and then your whole frame rusts. But hey, sorry, Toyota called that one for himself. Anyway, let's throw some sparks and get back to it. Hey, welcome to Fiber Lakes Garage, the home of random projects. We have lists, we have Jeeps, we have trucks, we have food. You name it, we got it. So help out the channel by just hitting that subscribe button. And if you like the video, go ahead and like it. And if you really like the video, like it and then tell a friend. But stay tuned, enjoy yourself. I'm gonna let you go because I got stuff to do. All right, there's no turning back now. How do you feel? Feel all right?
A little nervous.
Not to be nervous. Come on now, confidence. But anyway, as you see, it's all cut off. It was kind of a pain in the butt because some of the metal was actually thicker than I thought it was. So I think it's a little bit thicker than I have on the Tacoma, but it's okay. Plasma cut right through it. It took a little bit of effort, but it is gone. So what we got to do now is actually take the hand grinder and actually clean all that out, because we want to have some nice clean metal to actually weld to. And then we're going to go over and grab some weld through primer and smother that all right everywhere, because we don't want to be able to rust from within. Also, don't let me forget to tell you, disconnect your battery before you do any of this stuff, because you don't want to mess up your computer. But yeah, it's almost done. We'll get to it. I'm going to start grinding, throw some more sparks. I know that's what you want to see anyway. All right, well, grind it all down. Now we're gonna have some weld through primer. Go ahead and get some of this stuff here. I picked this up from O'Reilly's. Actually, they're the only ones that really had it, and I actually had to ask them to get it from the back of the store because they didn't even have it out on display. I guess it's just for, fabricators. Oh, I guess I'm a fabricator. All right. All right, we'll put some weld through primer on there, mostly because, one, you can weld through it. It's in the name. And the other one, we don't want the rust inside, because I do like my boy Neal, but he doesn't need to come back when we need to redo this. Anyway, now we gotta get some cardboard and make our template so we can cut it out of some plate steel and weld it, beat it, weld it, beat it, weld it, beat it until it's all done. Easy as pie. All right, so we're gonna make ourselves a template. So we got a cardboard. We got a hammer. You like a hammer? Actually, cardboard's too big. All right, 5th time's the charm. There you go. That'll be perfect. All right, so you're gonna take your hammer. And then beat on it. So when you turn it around, you got yourself an okay template. So cut that out and make sure it fits, and then you can use that as a template for the steel. All right, we go ahead and cut it out. That's about pretty much where we're gonna need it. I'm gonna test fit it, but then I'm gonna take it upstairs and actually clean it up, because I did freehand it and it's not that straight. But we're gonna make it straight. Because if you can't cut it right, can't cut it straight, grind it straight. Works for me. Be right back. All right, so we are getting ready to put our new blank piece on there. And basically what I'm gonna do is actually stick it up here, and I'm gonna run some weld over in the corner and down here at the bottom. And then I'm gonna take my BFH, and then we're going to mold this piece to match all the way over, and so that it will actually look hopefully factory-ish. Just look at it from at least 10-15 feet away, and then it's gonna look factory. So we'll be fine. Covered in mud. Or covered in mud. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's gonna look great. All right, hang tight, and I'll get the welder going, and you can see some sparks. All right, she has been welded in. Just don't look at all the popcorn stuff, because you know, yeah, I didn't want it to warp. That's what it is. Anyway, so we're just gonna take the grinder and kind of grind everything down, so when we paint it, it'll actually look a little bit more OEM. But yeah, she has been chopped. We'll move to the other side. Yeah. Grind. All right, so I'm gonna change my disc so we can get a fresh one on there and finish polishing up. And once we do that, hit it with some black paint. Be ready. I need to change my disc though. This one's kind of buggered up. Right back. It's all right, there you go. Kind of polished off a little bit. Let's grab some black paint because we don't want it to rust. All right, so we just got some flat black. This is kind of and some enamel from Rust-Oleum. With the name Rust-Oleum, it's got to be good, right? There you go. Now, one thing I did do was actually break off one of the tabs, but that's okay because I got a whole kit. And I highly recommend one of these kits. You can get them at Harbor Freight, get them wherever. But they have one-time use only ones, you got regular ones, you got different sizes. You just pick which one you need, push it in, and say, nope, that is not what I need. I need the one next to it. How about this one? It might be that one. Maybe it's too big. There you go. Still got the plastic. I gotta run. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to sand that down later. But we'll see how that works. All right, Neal's out there now giving a quick test drive. Things are looking good. And hey, you shouldn't be rubbing anymore. But a couple little odds and ends that I kind of wanted to make sure that you understood was exactly how much did we cut off? Well, this is actually what we cut off. It doesn't look like much, but it is enough to actually keep you from rubbing. And once I cut this off, you can you bend your new piece in just a little bit, so that actually gives you a little bit extra room for your tire. So anyway, once Mr. Neal comes back and we kind of take a look at everything, we're gonna make sure everything is painted, everything is ready, and get it ready for the trails. And as you saw underneath the engine cover, under the bonnet, if you will, he likes to wheel it, which is exactly what you're supposed to do. But anyway, wait till he gets back. we'll clean up a little bit. Hey, also while we're waiting for Neal to get back, I just want to mention a couple other things, and this is strictly for safety. We did a lot of cutting, we did a lot of grinding, plasma cutting, welding. We did all that stuff, which just creates a lot of heat, a lot of sparks, a lot of splatter. Never just get finished with a project, throw your stuff on the ground and walk inside. Wait at least 30 to 45 minutes, because those little welding sparks or whatever can be into your insulation, it could be into your towel or your blanket or whatever, and it will just be a slow roller until it is not. So be careful and wait at least 30 minutes after you get finished with your project in order to leave the area. Make sure that it doesn't burn your place down to the ground. Anyway, now we're gonna wait for him to get back and also finish cleaning up. Maybe we get something to eat, I don't know. All right, so that was a very simple cab mount shop on a 2014 Toyota 4Runner. Now it's pretty much the same as my Tacoma, which worked out great, and I have not rubbed since. So I think Mr. Neal is going to be in good shape. Now all we have to do is do the other side. Now a couple things you always have to remember. One, make sure that you have a fire extinguisher handy. Have a small cup of water, so that if you start cutting, welding, or whatever next to the rubber mount, you can actually put the flame out before it actually starts melting and burn your whole truck to the ground, which will not be a good thing. Even though it is raining cats and dogs outside, so as soon as it comes out, I'm sure all the fire will be put out. But also, don't forget to disconnect your battery, because you do not want any of that arc to actually backfeed into your computers, into your radios, into any kind of electronics, and you want that to work. Especially on a 4Runner, because it's like high end, crazy. But anyway, check out all the other stuff. This is our first 4Runner, but we still have Tacomas, and we got Jeeps, and we got trucks, and we got pretty much every darn thing else. So keep an eye out for it. So hey, until then, keep working it and keep doing it yourself, or get a friend to do it for you. One or the other. But go ahead and get it done and get out there and wheel, because that's what we need to do. We need to get out and wheel and not worry about rubbing when we have some 285s on there. Anyway, take it easy, have fun, keep building. Later.